is this. The issue is this. We have already been programmed by reason of the new birth to deliver godly fruit or godly character. The believer has no excuse whatsoever. And when you are a believer and you live right, you are just living your natural self. Because that thing has been programmed already into you. I heard a story of a man who came across an eaglet, and the eaglet was wounded. And so he took the eaglet, and the man was a farmer, and he had some chicks. So he took the eaglet, and then the eaglet was among the chicks. He was feeding them, and they were all like siblings. Then somebody came and said, no, this one is an eagle, not a chick. And he said, this one will throw him into the air, and you will see that he will fly. And the man was like, no, he has never flown. I've never seen him fly before, and I think he's just a bird, like the same orientation. So the man came, took the eagle to a height, and then released the eagle. The eagle fell down because it had not exercised its wings ever. Because he was thinking that he was a chicken. So the man spoke to me and said, look, you are an eagle. Look at your wings. You have been designed with strong wings. You can actually fly and soar. So as the man began to tell the eagle, and the eagle looked at himself, his wings, and saw that they were true, the man threw him from the height, and the eagle began to fly. And that was how that eagle flew for the first time. Now, the point is, it's not the man who made the eagle fly. The eagle had already been programmed to fly. It was inbuilt. He had an anointing to fly. Do you know that all those things are anointings? The sheep can never fly because it doesn't have the anointing to fly. The fish will glide in the water, and swim and stay there for years without suffocating because it has been anointed to stay there. Okay? In the same way, the eagle too anointed to fly, but he didn't know. And he was comparing himself with a chicken, and so therefore never exercised his wings, even though he had very strong wings that could lift him up. That is the case of a believer who does not know his identity. We are not struggling to bear fruit. We don't struggle to bear fruit. Have you seen a tree that is struggling to produce fruit? A tree that is struggling. Is that why I say I'm bearing fruit? It doesn't happen. Because the tree has been programmed. The same way we have been programmed already to be like God. Matter of fact, our destiny is to be like God. Our destiny. And our predestination is to be like God. We were predestined, pre-programmed to release godly fruit. That's why I said, if you are living a holy life as a believer, it is not surprising. The one that's surprising is when you are not living like God. That's the one that's surprising. And we need to get that order in our lives. Because of that, you will see that in the Bible, God believes in being before doing. If you have not been made into something, you will not be able to produce the result that thing is supposed to produce. So God made us on the being, the making, not just the doing. Say, be courageous. Told Joshua, be courageous. Be this. Then you shall lead these people, you shall do. Daniel 11:32. It said, those who know their God shall be strong, and they shall do exploits. You will be strong before you do exploit. So God invests in our being. All the things that Jesus came to do, all the things that God does, is that he invests into our being so that our doing will flow naturally from our being. It is very frustrating when you are demanding something from something that has not been programmed to give you that thing. And God doesn't do things like that. So when God comes to you and tells you, give me this, what it means that he has already worked that thing into you. That is why the fig tree didn't have an excuse before Jesus. Even though it was not the season of figs. That was a lame excuse before the master. Because if the master says, give me fruit, you dare not say, it's not my time. Because he knows that he has released strength. You are supposed to be able to produce that fruit within that time, that time frame that he's demanding the fruit. God will never place a demand for something that he did not put there. That is why his commandments are not grievous. You see, anything God demands of us, anything, all the instructions in the Bible, they are just a demand God is placing on our potential. There's nothing that God says do that you cannot do. That's why he doesn't take excuses. When he says, come to the supper, all things are ready, then they all began with one consent to give excuse. One said, I've bought a piece of land, let me go and see. Another said, I've bought a yoke of oxen, let me go and see. 5 yokes. Another said, I've married a wife, so I cannot come. And the king was furious because as far as he's concerned, your excuses, they are lame excuses. There's nothing that you can say to defend yourself. He knows what he has built into you. Do you know sometimes you can be using a gadget and you don't know what has been built into the gadget, and so you will not benefit fully from the gadget? There are some people, all that they do with their phone is to receive a call, make a call, or send a message. But the phone has been put together in a way that it can do many things. You may be underutilizing your phone because of lack of knowledge of what has been built into your phone. The day somebody teaches you that, this phone can do ABC, you will see that phone, you will start using that phone in that way. That wasn't the day that the phone was put together. It was the day that you discovered. The day you will discover who you are, who God has made you, that day, there are certain things that automatically they will leave you. Or you cannot do. When you discover who God has made you.